Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your mid-May 2019 Blue Jay Calls General Tarot Read. General Tarot Read is exactly that. It's a general read. Take what helps you find balance in the past, present, and future situations, and leave anything that doesn't fit you, your situation, or bring you into balance and flow completely alone. This is not for you. You already have all the answers inside you needed to reach the balance in your life, so relax. This may actually apply to no one. Who knows? We'll find out as we go along. I don't do private reads or take donations. Check out Heaven Sent or Am I Tripping or Not Tarot. Those ladies are inspirational. They rock. They are amazing. Definitely check them out. Beauty and abundance are all around us. Everywhere I look, I find food. I found morel mushrooms in my backyard. I have friends who find carnelian all over the state of Oregon here. If you're interested in carnelian, let me know. They have a whole bunch of it. In the meanwhile, we're going to pull three cards. We're going to look at your current energy, as I think I said. We're going to look at what's coming in, and we're going to look at what's unknown to you in a particular situation. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor, so that's obviously a powerful and commanding card, one about conquest and victory. So it may be a situation that you've struggled with for a long time. This is an internal situation, maybe a 3D situation, romance, work, life, friends, whatever it might be. You've struggled with it, but there's some level of determination and victory to get to that conquest, that Emperor attitude. It's like a win at all costs sort of thing. Current energy. Let's see what pops out for us here. I almost wanted to pop out. Oh, there's one. Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles, we're looking at sort of like the hopes deceived or no lasting impact. It's just a bunch of hard work. Hard work. Look at all that hard work. And, there he is, just sitting by himself, working hard. So you might find yourself in a place where you're working hard, where you feel like life's got you down, like things you'd hope for, dream for, or work for didn't work out. It's kind of deceptive. It can have you feeling down, and maybe your energy relates to that kind of a concept where you're like, I'm feeling kind of down. And so how do you balance yourself? How do you create new hope for yourself? New dreams, new wishes. How do you get back to this Emperor power from this balance point inside? And again, these are all about you and finding the ways in the past to balance yourself. Now, what's coming in related to this energy? The Devil. So there's ongoing bondage. Ongoing bondage, or I'm clumsy. Those cards are just a result of clumsy as opposed to falling out for a real reason. You'll have to trust me that I am clumsy, and the difference between a card jumping and a card clumsily falling to the ground, well, two different things. So the Seven of Pentacles situation, hard work, maybe some deceptive hope, feeling like your work was for nothing. What's coming in is maybe feeling bound to whatever this situation is, feeling stuck in it, bound like the Devil. The nice thing about reaching the point of the Devil is that you start to have choices on either side of the Devil. One way might be hell, one way might be heaven. And again, this is all how you balance yourself, and it may relate to a mindset, it may relate to a situation you're stuck in that you want to get out of. We'll see what happens with that when we clarify. What's unknown is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is also a princess in other decks. And the princesses bring messages. And so the Page of Wands is going to bring you something that's enthusiastic or potentially revenge laden. We never really know with the messages that are brought by the princesses. They're irrelevant of who the princess is in a sense, but the message may be enthusiastic, it may be revenge oriented, it may be a little of both. Who knows? But that message is something that's unknown to you at this point in time. So there may be something on the horizon there. The Devil, let's go back here and clarify. On one side of the Devil, we have the Queen of Cups. Graceful, poetic, sort of imaginative, extremely kind is the Queen of Cups. So this doesn't seem like some sort of deceptive situation. We're dealing with a queen here. And on the other side, we have the Fool. In this situation, there may be a decision between being this graceful, poetic queen and literally being a fool and participating in folly and or perhaps things that make it more difficult for you to be in balance. Sometimes simple things like not taking care of ourselves well, having too much fun, or not even drinking enough water. Simple things like that. It may be a situation where investing in it could result in some imbalance. Or it could be a brand new start. That's the other way to look at it too. You may be bound to a situation that seems kind of nice and generous, but you're really looking at a fresh new start. Well, let's see what the outcome is here with this Devil card. What we got going on for choices between the Devil, Temperance. So Temperance is a suggestion from the cards. A lot of major arcana in this side of what's coming in. So by applying Temperance to this situation, we can influence the outcome with a Queen of Wands. So Queen of Wands is adaptable and sympathetic, so it might be some sort of temperance change inside yourself that gets you back to this feeling of balance where you're adaptable and sympathetic, not just kind and imaginative, but literally adaptable, sympathetic, fresh start, balanced in the middle. And these are the kinds of people that we always like to be around, those who bring us balance in our lives and help calm everything down. The Hermit is here as sort of like a clarifier of this Queen of Wands, so suggestion that maybe by going inside and seeking that wisdom, you can find this temperate middle point. I got two more cards that want to come out. This temperate middle point between too much kindness and foolishness, become this unshakable Nine of Wands force, and maybe get away with something or wind up being in a position where, with the Seven of Swords, complaining and unstable efforts are a warning to watch out for on the foolish side. So let's look at it that way, because that seems to make more sense with the Nine of Wands as an unshakable force. Or it could mean you're going to become an unshakable force for unstable efforts. One more card here. Illusionary success. So I guess the caution here is don't invest your time and energy into foolishness that results in unstable efforts that become unshakable sort of processes or ways of being. Balance that kindness and this foolhardiness in the middle, and you can probably become an unshakable force in a different way. And I think the difference maker here is how you seek that knowledge for resolving whatever that question is inside yourself and balancing it out in a way that creates less drama and crap in your life. This unknown message coming in, the Page of Wands was initially there, and now we have the Page of Swords. So clearly a bunch of messages. The Page of Wands was about enthusiasm or revenge. While with Swords, we're looking at wisdom, strength, and insight. So the clarifier on what's unknown is whatever this enthusiastic, vengeful potential situation is, there will be wisdom, strength, and insight associated with whatever that is for you. And this will put you in a place of balance with the Two of Wands, where you may feel a little stubborn, or maybe the message is unknown to you because the person who is going to send it is stubborn, and they're just kind of like staring off into space going, oh, I should send this message, but no, I'm being stubborn. And again, this might be something where the enthusiasm is stalled out because the person doesn't know how the message is going to be received, or the enthusiasm isn't there in the first place, and this person's actually got some negative intentions towards you that they're going to try to play out. Let's get a clarifier on this. Another Two of Pentacles, so discontent with fixed conditions, things not going well, if you will. So maybe there's situations in your life you're not really paying attention to, and people have expressed unhappiness on some level, and now you're at this like warning point where they may be holding off on an insightful message, but one that's about discontent with fixed conditions, which could push us more towards like a vengeful situation or somebody seeking justice or restitution, or something like that. Or again, it could just be somebody coming along to mess with your mind. Final outcomes here. King of Swords. So the cards are suggesting be wary and cautious and controlled. A little distrustful wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing with this King of Swords showing up here. It's not saying don't trust, but look for respect. If respect isn't there, trust definitely isn't. Connecting this King of Swords to this Emperor card, because that would be a move up the Tree of Life ladder, if you will. The Nine of Cups is a solid foundation, so I think as long as you're respectful for yourself, you seek that inner wisdom, you're not too foolhardy, you're going to find yourself in a Six of Wands position here, moving towards this Emperor energy, in just like a triumph and a victory situation. We'll do one final cut on this deck to get a card. Eight of Cups. So again, the caution is like, don't fall prey to things that offer false success or illusionary success. It's a foolish path on the side of the devil. Remember, the devil was under here. So be cautious. Don't be afraid to walk away from illusionary success. The moon indicating that here. And be on the lookout for periphery of things that haven't come in yet, but may have been expressed on some level with a discontenting fixed situation. I've got some Zen Cone cards, ponder points. I always think they're fun to think about. So we'll spread them out and let's see if we can't get one to, oh, that one wants to come out. So the inner light is beyond praise and blame. Like space, it knows no boundary. And I think it's important to recognize that if we focus too much on the beauty and the inner light that people all possess, we can recognize that it doesn't have praise or blame associated with it. It just is. It's just the presence. But sometimes we don't see that come out in this dimension. People's inner lights often don't reflect their actions, or their inner light can be so blinding that you don't see what their actions are. They may have discontent, there may be vengeful situations. So it all seems to tie together in that nice little grouping there. Have a great day, Libra, and we'll see you the next time.